We call that a goat boy test, BB Shea.
This is well before your time with the company, BB Shea.
We used to have an employee here named Goat Boy. You've heard the legends.
Yeah.
Goat Boy was quite an individual. He was really something. You okay?
Sorry, yeah.
I just heard
had a little gurgling.
Had a little gurgle in the chest there.
The cookies and creams bar hit me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect fold in here. Today, I have been talking about Bear Bell protein bars for a week. They give me the sharts, but they're worth it. Okay, that's how good they are. I was eating 6 to 7 a day, but I told Kristen I got off of them because it was just too much. It was just too much. I was
too much money.
Money, and I was addicted to them. I mean, I was spending $300 a month on protein bars. They're $3 a piece. You know, $2.50 a piece. I was eating 200 a month. You know, I mean, this is how many I was eating, because I was eating 7 a day. So I was
at that rate. What would your annual? Let's put it out to a year-long figure.
$6,000.
Is that a lot?
Is that too much to spend on protein bars? You think that's too much?
Yeah. Wrapped in chocolate and liquid alcohol?
I mean,
or liquid sugar?
Yeah.
Or alcohol sugar?
All of it. All of it. You're a young man. You can do the math on this. Yes, 6,000. So here's what Goat Boy used to do. Goat Boy, when he first started here, he would leave the room about halfway through the show every day during a commercial break. And he's like, I'm getting something out of the convenience store. You want anything? And I would always say, no, God, no. And he would come back with nothing for me. And I would say, total failure. You should have gotten me something.
Yeah, he'd get a snack, but he'd only get a snack for himself.
But he would ask.
But he did ask.
So then after a few months, he would say, I'm going to the downstairs to the vending machine. Anybody want anything? And I'd say, no, thanks. And he'd come back with a Reese's cup under his armpit and say, here.
I pre-warmed it for you.
That's right. So a moment ago, BB Shea.
You don't even know this,
You have no idea. We got a box of Bear Bells today. I've already had 2. BB Shea's had a couple as well.
As you hear.
You heard the gurgle?
Yeah.
That's that alcohol. That's that sugar alcohol.
You know what's working.
Yeah.
It's the protein and the sugar alcohol meeting your
Combining
system.
right there. So I put them on BB Shea's desk. Otherwise, I would have eaten all 18 of them. That's how much I love them.
Your plan was BB Shea's had less portion control than you.
That's right. The only person weaker than I am is BB Shea.
He'll eat them all.
He'll eat them all.
And I won't be tempted.
So he walks out of the room and he goes, it's Bear Bell time. Do you want one? And I said, no, God, no, whatever you do. Well, as soon as the door closed, I turned to Chris Demm and I said, Goat Boy test. He needs to bring me one of these.
If he brings me up a Bear Bell, I'll know.
He's made it. Yeah. He didn't.
You failed.
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's good that you did not. I'm glad you didn't, but Goat Boy would have had it warming in his crotch or under his armpit for sure at this point. That's what he did. And he knew I like them melty, so he would get me either a Snickers, a Reese's cup, or a like one of those Hershey with almonds, and he would
Hershey with almonds.
He'd pre-melt them right under his armpit. Golly, what a!
So how many were in the box that went 3 hours ago?
I'm going to say 18.
And how many are left?
10. 11
between you and Mr. Shea.
Maybe between we've eaten a few of those things out there. Luckily, it was an assorted order, and I love chocolate dough, and they had 3 of those, and I had 2 of them.
What you just heard gurgling down BB Shea's gullet was the cookies and cream.
That's also a good one. And there's a lot of cookies and cream in there.
What's the worst one?
Well, the third I have only tried once, and it wasn't my favorite. That is a cashew caramel that is in there. And I liked it, but not on the level. I'm a chocolate person, and cookies and cream, of course, is chocolate. But my favorite is chocolate dough. And then, they have like 12 flavors.
They have chocolate chip.
The chocolate chip. They have chocolate dough. They have
strawberry,
mint chocolate. They have a peppermint chocolate for Christmas, and the list just goes on and on. But that one is my favorite. I already had, and I'm lucky that there's.
This is gonna be one of those years where our friends who we don't even know who owns Bear Bell. They'll see a spike in sales in this area, and then a sudden drop off.
Yeah,
and then another spike after the first of the year.
Yeah,
because February will stress you out. It always does.
Of course, but they've seen a drop again. I was eating 7 a day. That's 300 a month. That's. Right from one store was 3. No longer.
What has happened to our sales here? You're gonna get somebody fired. Either somebody in the stocking the shelves at the grocery, or somebody who's the regional sales VP for Bear Bell.
The regional guys will be like, we have had a huge.
I can't keep them in stock here, and now they're throwing them back at me
through the floor, from the roof to the floor, from the penthouse to the outhouse in 1 week. All right, what are you having now? Cookies and cream?
Cookies and cream.
Okay.
I mean, dude, they show themselves, dude.
They do. They're really that good.
So good.
I know that. And we are not paid endorsers of this product.
No.
We should be. I should be. We should be paid on it.
Yeah.
That starts a Demm report.
Well, we've talked about this before, but one member of this program is going to be traveling west on Interstate 40 toward Knoxville, Tennessee, in just a matter of days. One woman in western North Carolina learned the hard way that the interstate is still closed. Interstate 40 is and has been closed since Hurricane Helene. It's paths of destruction through western North Carolina. We don't know her name yet, but authorities say the woman drove around a road closed sign Saturday night on Interstate 40 near Pigeon River. That portion of the road, of course, has been closed. There are concrete barriers and plenty of signage. The woman was traveling west on the eastbound side of the closed highway. So I'm not sure what her destination was. But she went past, according to authorities, multiple concrete barriers, multiple signs, and then dropped.
No.
100 feet into the gorge below.
Did she live?
She did not.
Oh. But how can you be so obtuse? How can you be so obtuse? You know what that means.
Yeah.
God. I mean, to drive through all of that, that's
maybe she thought I can get through. I don't,
that's crazy now. That is awful.
People sometimes think, well, I can get around it, or I've got the right vehicle. I don't know what kind of car she was driving, but police at the scene, they can tell a lot about an accident if they see skid marks or broken glass or anything. None of that. She just went straight off the edge. Oh, she died at hospital the next morning. But
I mean, it's terrible, but it's on her, Now, I've done that. I've driven through police barricades and so forth.
Sure.
Remember that? Before my incident where I gave away the trivia answer last night, that when I was driving into work that time and there was a police sign up, like, don't come through here, and police everywhere.
Like the cruisers blocking the roadway?
Yeah, and I scooted right around them at about 3:45 in the morning one day. This is 12 years ago. And the guy pulled me over and said, "Is that you, Chris?" And I said, "It is." And he goes, "Let me ask you something, man. Have you got your head straight up your ass?" And I was like,
"What's that?
What do you mean?" He's like, "This is my..."
No.
He's like, "This is a crime scene. You got to get out of here. This is a
You see the blue lights in the cars?
Yeah, nobody comes through. The other day, they had the road blocked off right down here to through traffic. You're not supposed to go through. And I saw somebody going that way around the sign, but apparently they live
on that block.
Well, I just followed them right in. I was like, I'll just go right on through. Well, you get to the other end of the block. They've got it blocked off. There's a big... So I had to turn around. Everybody's like, boo. They're hanging out their apartment windows like, who's this guy?
Loser.
So...
Can't you read?
Last night, you heard what I did at the trivia night. I was walking... If you missed this story an hour ago, I was playing pickleball, and when I was leaving at this really nice club, they were doing a trivia night inside. And right as I'm walking past the quizmaster, he says, "Okay, here's the next trivia question. What was Bert Lahr's character searching for in The Wizard of Oz?" And I just yell out, "Courage!" Because it's the Cowardly Lion. I know that. And he looked
Which is the correct answer.
Yes. And he gave me a look. The quizmaster gave me a look, and I thought, oh, he didn't hear me. So I went, "Courage!" And he said, "What an asshole you are." And he just on and on. So I mentioned that one of my pickle pals, when we got out into the parking lot, he said, "That was the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life." He could not stop laughing.
It's funnier than anything ever done on your little show.
Exactly. Yes. He texted me when I had gotten home. He texted and said, "I was laughing so hard, I had to pull off the side of the road and wait about 5 minutes."
When you said courage.
Twice. Now I've just gotten an email from his wife. And he said, "Listen, I don't want to pile on, but last night when my husband got home," his name's John. She goes, "Last night when John got home, he walked in the living room and he said, 'I need you and our daughter. Come here. I want to.'" He said, "I'm going to tell you the funniest story you've ever heard in your life." So she says, I apologize he wasn't more supportive. But what can you do? I mean, I was absolutely the one at fault.
You
here.
blew it.
I know. I completely blew that. And he is the one that knew loosely who the guy was. He's like, this guy's the salt of the earth. The quiz master.
Yeah.
And I just messed that up like you would not believe. My God, it's horrible. There's another guy that put his foot in his mouth today. He's lost his job over it. He is a tennis analyst. Chris Demm's a tennis fan. You might know who this is. I don't know him, but he's on the Tennis Channel. And while he was off air, his name is John Wertheim.
Oh, yeah, Wertheim.
Wertheim. You know who he is?
I do. He used to write for Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
Good writer.
He's covering the WTA finals in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But he started talking. He thought he was off mic about a Wimbledon champion. I'll never pronounce her name right either. Krejcik, Krejc with a little thing over it. K.
Was that? Did she just win? Krejcik?
It's not Krejcik. It's like Barbara Krejcikova. I don't know.
I can't remember.
Anyhow, he's talking about her while he doesn't realize a hot mic is going on, and he makes comments about her forehead. And you know how sometimes people will call it a 5-head?
Yeah.
He called it an 8-head. He's like, her forehead. This is the comment.
What do you think I am? Barbara Krejcikova? Look at the forehead when Krejcikova and Jung take the court. 8-head.
8-head.
Krejcikova.
He fired.
He was really thinking about whether or not he should say that.
If you could tell, yeah. Now, they said, the Tennis Channel says he's dedicated his career to shining a light on and growing this sport and has been a valued member of our family and tennis community. That said, we hold our employees to a standard of respectfulness for others at all times, and the standard was not met in this moment. So they've removed
Is he out or is he suspended?
They suspended for now. They've removed him, but they have not fired him officially.
The thing about tennis is that, it's kind of dormant until maybe January when the Australian begins. And not a lot of people watch that. So he might be able to ride it out.
But he's going to have to see this woman and cover her
yes.
at every tournament there is,
True.
And he's going to have to do that. Now, he says, this is deeply regrettable. It's exactly like me. I have more sympathy for him today than I did.
Deep regret.
Deeply regretful of what I said last night. And he says he has deep regret, and he has reached out to the tennis player and apologized for it. And he said, I made some deeply regrettable comments off air. I acknowledge and I apologize for them. This is not who I am. But, of course, he made those comments.
Mm-hmm.
You say he does a really good job. Do you think he'll be let go? You think he'll ride it out?
He might be able to ride it out.
She is the number 10 current player in the world and 2-time Grand Slam champion. She has won Wimbledon at one point. And he says, golly, I didn't know that mic was hot. And listen to what he said. 8-head.
Do you think there would ever be a situation where this Miss Krejcikova, whatever, would reach out to the Tennis Channel and be like, look, he was trying to be funny. I'm not upset by it. Don't fire this dude. It'll be okay.
Maybe.
It's possible, but unlikely.
Yeah.
When an athlete gets sort of slack.
8-head. It was kind of funny, actually. I thought it was funny, but.
Yeah. That'd be interesting. What would you do? Because you've got a perfectly round head.
Yeah.
What if you were a really good tennis player or whatever, and this same guy had said, geez, did you see Shea warming up for that match? His head's like a round bowling ball.
It's like a cantaloupe.
Ever seen anything like
a
this
bowling
guy?
ball.
He's awful. Just terrible. I heard he's got the gout. Would you reach out to him and say, hey, I know you're just trying to be funny. Don't worry about it.
If I heard that they fired him and people were like going down on him about it, I'd be like, look, dude, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not upset about it. Don't fire that dude.
Then you have to see him at every tournament and you know what he thinks of you.
I don't care.
You don't care? Yeah.
I'm playing. He's not.
But well, true. But to make fun of somebody's physical appearance is really such a no-no, especially these days. You just
Is it?
Well,
pendulum swing.
Yeah. Well, maybe
he might ride it out.
Maybe you're right. And I do think that would be so big of her, I think, to say he was trying to be funny. He didn't know he was on mic. I've forgiven him. Let's all forgive him and move on.
Yeah.
That would be
Hopefully he'll learn from his lesson. Just don't fire him. Yeah.
I would think really a lot of her if she would do that. I mean, well, either way, whatever she does doesn't really. But if she did that, I'd be like, well, that's a really cool move.
But it's certainly not incumbent upon her.
No, she certainly doesn't have to do that. By the way, this is the same type thing. The woman.
And chances are, I don't know if it's even accurate, but it's probably directed more toward females than it is toward guys.
You think?
Probably. In the athletic world.
Yeah, probably. Well, perfect segue to...
Don't you think?
Yes, I do. The woman who is Raygun, who was the breakdancing sensation.
Breakout breakdancer.
Yeah, at the Olympics. She announced her retirement only a couple of weeks ago because she's had so much online hate and so many people made their Halloween costumes as Raygun. You've seen them.
Yeah.
We all, the world made fun of that.
Did we have a Raygun one show up at our trunk or treat?
We might have had a Raygun
we
come through.
did.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right. Well, she said that after the Olympics, she was devastated because she has dedicated her entire life to breakdancing. She says now she's reversed course and said, I'm not retiring from the sport. I'm not ever going to stop dancing. It's an art form. I will never, ever stop. I'll still do community jams. You will see me in community jams.
Thank God.
But she won't be on the world
No more
stage.
Competition.
That's right. But you will.
Just for the pure love of dance.
Exactly. That's how she's going to do it.
Is it time to reboot the Breakin' franchise? Bring it back, Raygun? Breakin'. Is it breaking up to? Are you up to 3? 4?
Because there was Break-In, then Breakin' 2,
Electric
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a 3.
Boy, if she would
Raygun's Revenge.
Yeah, if she would kind of own it and pitch it, if she had an agent and could pitch it to Hollywood and say, let's do Raygun's Revenge and totally make fun of herself, she might cash in a few dollars out of it,
Yeah.
Kind of take the Hawk Tua girl approach. I have 5 minutes here to make this into something and try to make it work.
Let's cash out.
Yeah, exactly. Another sports dirt note, and this is someone, again, who's apologizing, but not for anything he said. It's for something he's done, and he's only apologizing to his wife. The head coach of the University of Syracuse, his name is Fran Brown, is making an admission now. The team just lost. They're 6-3, but they're on a one-game losing streak. ACC's Syracuse Orange. And he says he has a strange ritual after games in which they lose.
Honestly, I got like a ritual. Like when we lose, I ain't even get in the shower till early this morning. I just be mad. I just brush my teeth. But it's like I don't deserve soap. I don't deserve to do all that. I'm just focused on like trying to get back and trying to make sure that our players mentally understand and know that I let them down, that they didn't do it. Only thing is like my wife, I can't sleep in the bed if we lose because I ain't gonna get in the shower for that day. I'm just mad and I just sit there. I just brush my teeth. That's what I have to do so y'all won't say my breath stink. But you gotta earn the right to do certain things. So, winners get washed. You know what I'm saying? I'm a loser. I just kind of waited a little bit.
I love that. What a mentality.
Yeah.
So you can only shower
When you win.
if you win the game.
Winners get washed.
You got to implement that.
Winners get washed. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'll only shower
Oh, no.
if we
With
win.
your track record
Correct.
at tournaments?
Oh, and the sharding.
What does a bronze get you? A hoe bath?
Yep.
A wash down with the washcloth?
Tits, pits, naughty bits. That's it. Bronze gets me tits, pits, naughty bits. What does the silver get me? Shower, but no hair wash.
No hair wash.
Yeah, you just wet
it. No soap.
Just wet the hair.
Winners get soap. That's it. Gold, and I'll take a good shower. And if we don't medal at all, nothing. Dry.
No shower.
Just dry. That's it.
Just extra deodorant.
That's right.
Extra cologne.
That's how it should be done. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Winners get soap.
That's right. I like his mentality.
That's got to be on a shirt now
Winners get soap.
at the Q's.
He's doing pretty well. He's 6-3. I didn't know.
Soap is for closers.
That's right.
Soap is for winners.
You don't get soap otherwise. So that, and I was going to say I should do it for my put up or shut up rock and roll trivia performance. Every Friday, if I lose on Friday, I don't shower again until the next Friday.
Oh.
That's it.
Until the next game?
Until the next game. If I lose on a Friday, I am not. I'm going to do that next year. Winners get soap. Only winners get soap.
Let's sponsor it.
Yes. Get Dial on the phone. Get Dove on the phone. Let's do winners get soap and losers do not. So I will not be showering if I lose. And if I only tie, it's tits, pits, naughty bits only. 1 week.